2020 when you came here, I reminded you about the E block in Obapa, which is almost completed. But when you left government, it has been a standstill. Our people need that, and I know you are coming to continue. I reminded you in 2020. Hello. I reminded you in Kaile 2020. Wa asphalt kaje trom, kaya supom. Ne ya so jadono. No wa lose election. Akpapem. Waleka lepele baba pegawo. Eyezu. Waleka wa school to me wa dormitory so we na across the tech. Kobo girls. Akuse a mess. Ne le 12
as a region, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Pet and the Bema May anywhere Jumano I am re. Ezu Wachi Rigimu as in any other NDC person and I want to Ezu Onim Rigi Nimu Babia Ese NDC Nimbia or NDC Nimu ene Ezu Eti onim region how say to abamano no be president enye fe na okwakohwe book mu enye fe na obekwa bisa onim ya how dada ezu 2016 na oya hospitals are na OC e-blocks are na OC ene amamu boninti aka erem onim ni nyina dada ezu oba eyetoa eno oba betoa so eduti ne ase ye pa experience ye hia ne owa experience dada enye ne afa na ye ba beso na hwe ezu eduti Lower Manya abato no ye to no constituency by constituency results ne ba ye hwe constituency bia de ezu eti wa ba ye duabroni akwaji obisika ese o de me ma no branch bia baako branch bia mienu no results ne ba ye behu
Thank you very much. Resume your seats. Thank you. Hey Joe. MFA. Hey. Madam Wase. Let me start by acknowledging our father, Major Tete, and they are the ones who blazed the trail before all of us have followed. We are happy to see you're still in good health and you've been able to join us here. Constituency Executives, are you there? Oh, okay. All right, Constituency Executive. Well done. Thanks for a good job. You've always stood solidly behind NDC, and I want to congratulate you. Branch Executives, are you there? Ezu, you too, thank you for a very good job. You've always stood behind us, and as was said, Manya Krobo is the Lower Manya is the World Bank of NDC here. I'll acknowledge our colleague aspirants. You also stand up to be acknowledged. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. NDC is a very progressive and democratic party. And so we always give the opportunity for democracy to work. And even as I am standing as flag bearer, I had 3 people contesting me until one dropped out. And so even the flag bearer, I'm being contested. And so you expect that at the parliamentary level, everybody has the opportunity to contest because we're a democratic party. But let us remember that we are one and the same people in the same party. We are not opponents to each other. Our real opponent is the MPP. and the other political parties, not our fellows within the NDC. It is about competition. If you are one family and there's a chieftaincy title, you all go and struggle, and as soon as one gets it, everybody surrounds and supports that person to be able to do the job well. So let's have a clean and decent contest here, and at the end of it, we'll all support whoever emerges. There's a lot to do. I mean, if the party comes into power, there's a lot for everybody to do. It's not only member of parliament, they are district chief executives, they are chairman of boards, they are chief executives, they are ambassadorial positions that people, can offer themselves for. But I know that it will be peaceful and there will be no issues. But I'm here. Should I speak English or Twi? Or I should speak Krobo? Muchumyo. Next time when I come, I'll speak some more. But I just want to be brief. May 13th, we are going to the polls. It is a different primary because in the past we used to vote only for the presidential primary, and the parliamentary was done later. But this year we're doing the two together. And so the way we've called you here, on May 13th, you're going to come from all your branches, all the 9-member executives, all of you are going to come here, join your constituency executives. The electoral commission people will be here with 2 ballot boxes. There will be ballot papers given to you. You vote for the parliamentary. Then when you finish, they'll give you the ballot paper for the presidential, and then you vote. And then after that, we'll count it, and whoever emerges, we shall all support the person. I want to thank Chairman for the assurance that 99.9% and I take note that he's my namesake, Chairman JM. And so I want to thank him for the assurance of 99.9%. And he says even the 0.9 is because somebody might spoil their ballot or something like that. And so I want to thank you. And I know that for you in Lower Manya, you never disappoint. When you promise, you deliver. But I want to assure you, as the MP said, after we left office in 2016, one of the damages this government has done to this country is that all the ongoing projects, most of them in our secondary schools, dormitory blocks, administration blocks, lecture halls, dining halls, all the jobs that we're doing, including e-blocks, hospitals, roads, everything has come to a standstill. And I said in the past, and I'll say it again, that when we come, our priority is to finish all ongoing and abandoned projects. So when the NDC come in, I know the NDC is coming. We're not going to be in a hurry to start new projects. We're going to take an inventory of all the abandoned and ongoing projects. And we're going to use our limited resources to finish those ones first before we start any new projects. That is because the damage that they've done to this economy, when we come into office, the fiscal space is going to be very narrow. And so we must use our money wisely. And so it makes more prudent sense to finish ongoing and abandoned projects before we start any new projects. A few years ago, I was here and we did the Unity Walk. We walked from the main Akosombo, from Kong to Somanya. And I remember how that road was. It was not as bad as it is now. Today, if you drive from Odumase to Akosombo to Kong, Akosombo Road, the road is so terrible. It doesn't look like any work has been done on it for the last 5 years. Because as you build new roads, you must maintain the existing roads. And I remember that we were doing an asphalt overlay, As soon as we left office, the asphalt plant was parked here for many years until the contractor came and lifted his thing and took it away. And that's how come we didn't complete the asphalting of this road all the way to Pong. But I can assure you that these are things that we will look at when NDC comes to power. Now about branch executives. This campaign belongs to you. You're going to lead the campaign. 2024 election is going to be different. The branch executives are going to lead the campaign. The constituency executives will follow. The regional executives will follow. The national executives will follow. And I, the flag bearer, inshallah, will follow. And so because you are going to lead a campaign, for the 2024 elections, the resources and logistics needed to campaign are going to come to you, the branch executives. In the past, the way we have distributed the logistics has been that we deliver them to national. By the time they move from national to regional, it reduces a bit. Then when it gets to regional, by the time it moves from regional to constituency, it reduces a bit. Then as for constituency, when it reaches there, by the time it leaves there, Asakra finished. So I've told all your colleagues that when the resources and the logistics are ready, they are not going to be sent to Koforidua before they send Lower Manya's consignment to them. When we share every constituency's own in Accra, the one for Lower Manya is coming straight here to Lower Manya. And the day the truck comes, we will not unload the truck, we will not offload the truck. The things will remain in the truck until you all come. Three. We'll call 3 people from each branch. 3 members from each branch. Chairman, secretary, women's organizer will call you. Then when you come, we will all remove the things from the truck and open them. We'll count everything and we'll say these are the items that have been brought for the campaign in Lower Manya. Then all of you, 3, plus your regional chairman, he will be here that day. Constituency chairman will be here. Member of Parliament will be there. And then we'll share by the number of branches. And everybody will take his share and go back home. I'm sure that will solve the problem where you go to campaign and you go to the branches and the 9-member executive always complain that nothing has come to them. You go to campaign, you go to a branch, you see your executives, 9 of them, none of them is wearing a t-shirt because they didn't get t-shirts. Meanwhile, the party procured hundreds of thousands of t-shirts. And so this will be a more transparent manner of getting the logistics to where it is needed. That is the first thing. The second thing is, we're going to look at all your results, starting from 2012, 2016, 2020. And for every branch, we're going to give you a percentage that we want you to increase your votes by. Wait, the nice part is coming. If you achieve that percentage or exceed it, all you, the 9-member executives, we're going to reward you. We're going to give you a reward. And it will be the same for the constituency executives. We have 28 executives in every constituency. We're also going to give the constituency executives a target. And if you also exceed that target, all you, the 28 constituency executives, you will get a handsome reward. That is to motivate us to do work for the party. But I want to assure you too that I am convinced and I know in my heart, and God does not fail us. God is giving the power to NDC. It is just for us to work hard and take it. And so when we come into office, I was saying in Asojamai, because of the tradition of our party, that we're a revolutionary party, we've always had the sense of sacrifice, that we must sacrifice for the rest of Ghanaians to enjoy. And so most of the time, our party executives, our party cadres, they work without expecting any reward. But we're in new times. Our party executives are also Ghanaians. They're entitled to benefit from the opportunities that Ghana has to offer. So I want to assure you that when we come into office, any opportunities that are available in Ghana for Ghanaians, our party executives are also going to benefit. So if it is small loans for women to do trading, we're not going to say because your party is that you should sacrifice and we'll give to other people first. You also will get some of the loans so that you can trade and build your businesses. And for those who can be employed, we will ensure that you are employed so that you earn an income. Our executives who are too old to be employed, or you probably do not have the necessary documentation, you have children. We will come and take your children and employ them so that they can help you with an income. Those who can do small businesses, we will encourage you to do small businesses. What is wrong with a party executive having a poultry farm of 1,000 birds and being able to sell eggs and chicken and make an income? That is the same income. There will be a funeral and he'll go and give 100 cedis or 200 cedis. But if he does not have any income coming and there's a funeral, a party member, we were just coming, one of our branch chairmen, a car knocked him off the motorcycle and he has died. We went to greet his family. You know, I know the funeral, the party chairman will have to be there. He has to take something out of his pocket. The party executives have to contribute. But if they have no income, how are they able to do that? And so we're going to help you with entrepreneurship skills and loans to be able to set up your own businesses. If there are educational scholarships available, you also have children. Your children will get their fair share of whatever scholarships are available to also go and learn. And so 2024, we need you to work hard. We're all not going to sleep. That night, 7th December 2024, that night, none of us is going to sleep until you hear from us that everything is fine. We are putting in place a system and you are all going to be involved. On that day, this is your party office here. Nobody will sleep. We'll put a bright light there. We'll put tea and coffee and attire and everything. And we'll come and install a computer there. On that night, those of you who will be at the polling stations, as soon as you count, we're going to tell you what to do, how to transmit your results immediately. And it will come to the party office. And when it comes, it will go to our National Tally Center. I'm assuring you that, inshallah, by God's grace, things are going to work out. By 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 a.m., we would have received the results and we'll know that NDC has won. And so those of you who are going to give that assignment, you must be dedicated. Some of you will be branch executives. Some of those people will be branch executives that we're going to give that duty. Others will be your children. Because if you don't know how to read and write and to do arithmetic, get us your child who is in College of Education or who can do it. We'll train them to do it for us. And so by midnight, shortly after midnight into the early morning, we'll tell you that, look, NDC has won. You can start jubilating. Ghanaians are depending on you for rescue, because this country, the country that NDC we handed over to Nana Akufo-Addo, that is not this country. Everything is spoiled. Everything has gone back. I mean, I was saying in Somanya, when you know, these MPP people, they like speaking with slangs. Me, I speak Ghana English. They speak with slangs, you know. When MPP comes into power, we're gonna whatever. And you know, the thing about the colonial mentality, we call it colonial mentality, is that we think that everything, when you imitate the white man, then you are better than us, the black people. And so, because of that psychology, they come and, you know, we have a fantastic team. Honorable Osafo-Maafo. Dr. John Balfour. Honorable Akoto Osai. What a solid team. And then his boss too. In the time of Mills and Mahama, 1 cedi. In the time of President Kufuor, 1 cedi, $1. In the time of Mills Mahama, 2 cedis, $1. And if I were them, I would say it is enough. And we'll go and sit at home and think about ourselves. But the money under the table is too sweet for them. You know, but it's all superficial. It was meant to deceive Ghanaians. 1 village, 1 dam. 1 district, 1 factory. 1 constituency, $1 million dollars every year. You know, and they speak and it sounds so good in the ears. And so if you are not careful, you'll be deceived by it. And that's what happened in 2016. You know, we have to get rid of the incompetent NDC administration. And it happened. Ghanaians said, okay, NDC, stand aside, give them a chance. And we did give them a chance. And today we all can see the results of what happened. And instead of taking responsibility and saying, look, things have not gone as well as we thought, we're going to work to make things better, they will never accept that it's their fault. It's COVID-19, it's Ukraine war. The worst one is that they say Ghanaians make too much noise, and money doesn't like noise. He can't pay the day. And so everything is spoiled. I don't say that when NDC was in power in 2016, Ghana was paradise. I've never said that. But at least when NDC was in power, we could make ends meet little by little. Every little work anybody was doing, we got a little something to look after ourselves and our family. And yet they'll come and tell you today that you are better off today than you were under NDC. When we're living in 2016, a bag of cement was 26 cedis. Today a bag of cement is 100 cedis. When are the young people here going to be able to buy cement at 100 cedis a bag and even build 2 rooms to be able to marry and take your wife and children in there? And the most pathetic are the drivers. They formed Drivers for Change. And they said Mahama was a very wicked man. Petrol, gallon, 14 cedis is too much. This is wickedness. Today, how much are we buying petrol? Not only that, so many things. Education. It's true we're paying fees before. And we all said, let's do free SHS. And we said we introduce progressive free SHS, so that while we are building the dormitories, the classrooms, we're increasing the number of children who get the scholarships and go into the schools. So we said progressively introduce free SHS. They said no at once. That at once introduction of free SHS is what we are suffering today. Today you have a traffic light, your child goes for 3 weeks, they say come back home, another group has to come. And when you go, the food they give them in school is so poor. I was giving the example, an SHS student who heard me say that their food, even if they go to their house, and I said sebi, is not good enough for the dog to eat. And they all came out insulting me. You saw the video of them serving some rice, and then there was some brown stew. And there was one tinapa, only one tinapa in the stew. And then the student was trying to share it. How he could share it for the 10 children standing there, I can't tell. One tinapa, how 10 children share it? You know? And so this student said, oh, that is not all. He says, we go to school, they give us tea, no bread, nothing with it. So the money our mothers and our fathers give us, we have to go and buy bread. So in the morning when you are going, you carry your own bread. And then they'll give you the tea, and then you drink it with the bread. Otherwise, you drink only tea and go to classroom on an empty stomach. And so I say, let's do a conference. Let's bring the students, let's bring the parents, let's bring the experts in education, and let's all see how we can repair the free SHS so that it can benefit all of us. When I say, let's do a conference, stakeholders conference, and review the free SHS, they say, hey, he wants to come and abolish free SHS. But we cannot continue like this. Now they themselves, their own people are coming and saying, no, this thing needs to be reviewed. And so, when we come into office, we're going to invite the parents, everybody. In Twi, they say, Nyansa ni obaku fotim. All the Nyansa in this world is not in my head. And that's why I said we invite parents, students, everybody, and come and say, this free SHS, what should we do about it? How do we go forward? And once we have all agreed, that's what we'll do. We did that for Get Fund. We called parents, everybody, and said, how can we finance education in this country? It was that conference led by Spio Gabra that brought the idea of setting up a Get Fund, which today has built almost all the infrastructure in all our secondary schools. And so it's good to consult. As a leader, it doesn't diminish you. It doesn't reduce you. The fact that you call people to come and help to advise you, the credit will come to you, not to them. And so we will take the bull by the horns and do what is necessary. Our country is going down. We have declared bankruptcy. We say we can't pay our debts. And so our minister is going around begging everybody to forgive us some of the debt. And for me, I tell the young people that it's going to affect you. Because tomorrow, when you are standing where I'm standing, when you become president, you become member of parliament, when you go to look for money to come and do that development project in Lower Manya, the people will tell you that your father and your father's people came and took loans and they didn't pay. So we won't give you. If you borrow money and you don't pay, when you go again to ask for loan, will they give you? They won't. So Ghanaians are calling on you to rescue them. This is a rescue mission. It is to rescue Ghanaians from the hardship, from the pain they are suffering. And they're all looking up to NDC. Wherever I go, they bring me big cement blocks. And they say, NDC, this is your stone. And you know, in a traditional language, if somebody comes in the morning and gives you a stone, what does it mean? It means what you said, what you told me was the truth, and I didn't listen. That's what Ghanaians are telling you. They're taking torchlights and lanterns and looking for you, NDC, to come and rescue them. And we dare not fail them. I know and I believe in my heart of hearts that we're going to do that strong work, and that 2024, by the grace of the Almighty God, inshallah, for you Muslims who are here, MDC will win the 2024 election. And so, like I said, the job is up to you, and I know you've done it for us before. I want to see a wider gap in Lower Manya. I want to see a wider gap between us and MPP in Lower Manya. And so I'll be watching your results in 2024. But once again, let me thank you for the 99.9%. I know it's done already. And when we have finished and you have elected me as the presidential candidate, I'm going to come around like this again and say thank you to all of you. Thank you very much. God bless you.